Just because you can't hit a 325-yard power fade or a stinging 4-iron baby draw doesn't mean you can't do a few little trick shots. Before you ask, yes, you will need to practice these a bit, but they look more complex than they are. You can use these to intimidate your next foursome. Just be sure to show off after you've discussed the betting particulars. The first is the classic bouncing a ball on the face of your wedge. This was made famous by a Tiger Woods commercial, but for those of us who have been around longer than Tiger, we're very familiar with it. It's a great way to procrastinate on the practice green when you should be working on your chipping. The two keys to making this trick shot look easy are to always keep the club face flat, completely perpendicular to the ground, and the other is to use the sweet spot. Keeping the club face flat ensures the ball will always go straight up in the air, and if you strike the sweet spot, you won't need much movement to make this happen. Hitting the sweet spot on the trick shot is much easier than any other shot in real golf, trust me. You have more control over the club, and the ball only needs to bounce a few feet off the face to be impressive. Once you get the handle, you can add in other tricks like under the leg or switching hands or behind the back. To make it really memorable, you can finish by hitting the ball out of midair. The next is hitting the ball backwards off of a slope. I can't have a trick shot video and mention Tiger without mentioning Phil. Of course, we all want to do his famous flop shot over a person from 4 feet away, but that's something not even seasoned professionals would try. For us mortals, we can dig into Phil's big bag of tricks and learn how to hit the backwards flop shot. For this, you'll need a steep slope that's within 10 yards of a green, and the slope should be closer to a wall than a hill. It needs to be very, very steep. That is the secret. Place a ball on the slope and take your stance as if your target were at the top of the hill. Your club face should be pointing up the hill, completely opposite the green. Once you've taken your stance, put as much weight as possible on your back foot. Adjust your ball position to accommodate for this, and then while leaning back, ensure your club face is leaning back as well, adding loft to it. Don't let the club face open. It should still be square to the top of the hill while the top edge gets closer to the ground. This creates negative loft. So when you swing, the club slides under the ball and creates so much backspin that while it's in the air, it actually goes backward. Don't be afraid to swing hard here. Keep it in control, but generate some high RPMs on the ball so it goes high and also travels towards the green, not toward the top of the hill. If you find that too many shots are just traveling toward the top of the hill, lean your club back more. Imagine the bottom of the flagstick has eyes. It should be able to see the bottom grooves of your club face at address. Just make sure there are no people either in front or behind until you get a good feel for this trick shot. Third is stacking 2 balls. This next drill will also require some safety precautions, but they're for you and not for spectators. You'll want to try this with soft swings at first to see how the balls react. The biggest fear here is that the top ball jumps up and hits you in the face. To avoid this, use small swings at first. The first step here is to master stacking 2 golf balls on top of one another. Try to line up 2 dimples perfectly. That's the best way to get them to bounce correctly on any lie. Once you have them stacked, your goal is to hit the bottom ball cleanly. The top ball will be projected straight up because the top of your wedge will just graze it. When you have all the measurements and timing down, you can catch the top ball in your hat for a little added flair. You just need to stack 2 balls, hit the bottom one, and then before the top one hits the ground, catch it in your hat. Easy peasy. The next trick shot will require you to have a couple of buddies. For this one, you need some friends, but not just any friends. You need friends who can putt. The idea is that all of you set up on the same putting line, take your strokes at the same time, and one by one, all of your putts will follow one another right into the bottom of the cup. First, line up one player about 2 feet from the hole. Then behind him, on the same target line, about 2 feet further from the hole, the next person should line up. Do this for the other players as well. So the final player is about 8 to 10 feet from the hole. It's easier if you do this with only 4 people, but if you get the chance to perform it with more, then give it your best shot. Let us know if you and your pals do it with more than 9 players. You could be going viral. The last trick shot is one of the most advanced. If you want to tackle something like this, then try the club around your back trick. This is inspired by the baseball bat twirl we've seen online, so be careful with your start. You don't want to take a club to the face. For this trick, start in your normal address position, but instead of initiating your normal backswing, you pick up the club with your leading hand and grab the head with your trailing hand. Use your trailing hand to propel the club behind your head by going over your lead shoulder. This should put the club in your top of the swing position, parallel to the ground, but over your head. Then quickly grab the grip behind your head and in one smooth motion, take your downswing and hit the ball as you normally would, just like a normal swing from the top of your swing. You will drop the club, you'll grab the shaft, you'll miss the ball, but that's all part of the practicing. Good luck out there. Thanks for watching. I'm Clint McCormick, resident golf professional here at golfspan.com.